Gamble Guy here. OHIO. We're repping the colors. Sunday morning reactions with the Gamble Guy. Any minute now, we're going to find out if Lane Kiffin is leaving Ole Miss, where he's demanding to coach them if they make the playoff, or he'll start poaching players. As if he's not going to poach players in the first place. Who are you fooling, Lane? And what is this? You have Ole Miss probably in the playoffs. What do you need to leave for? I don't understand these coaches. Like, what's with this? It's money. If you ever wonder, do these guys want to win? Sure, they want to win. But their real motivation is money. Okay? That's it. Simply put. I'm not judging. We all have our own motives. You know, why am I doing this on a Sunday morning? Well, because the trees are up, the coffee's warm. What else am I going to do, right? But he's going to probably leave, it looks like. Now, the problem, what I have with the college football world, ESPNs of the world, is they're seemingly willing him to leave, begging him to leave, right? He hasn't said he's leaving. Oh, rumors, my sources, the McMurphys of the world. Oh, I got sources that say he's leaving for sure. Well, you said that about Florida. He's not going to Florida. Y'all are just making things up. That's it. We'll see when he says where he's going is when we'll know for sure. Stop trying to be the first person to report something. More times than not, you look foolish. I see it in the lacrosse world all the time. Speaking of Sunday morning reactions, I was 3-1 in the National Lacrosse League bets that I made on the Daily Dive. You can watch the Daily Dive weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on North American Talk Radio's YouTube page. I was 3-1. I was one bad Toronto Rock bet away from being undefeated. First ever weekend watching National Lacrosse League. So there you go. Okay? Listen, talk about Lane Kiffin. Sunday morning reactions is really about college football right now. Fans are absolutely delusional. Sports makes people stupid. I've been saying it for years. We should have never scheduled Ohio State. We'd be in the playoffs for sure. Oh, Jeremiah Smith, that's a touchback. That's not the rule. Read the rules. It's not a touchback. Fans are absolutely delusional. All the way down to the BYUs. Oh, we should be in. Everybody should be in. Everybody. Nobody had a tough schedule except your team. I read this every year. It's crazy to me. I used to make the joke a year or two ago on 12-ounce sports. College football is the worst product ever. Just ask the fans. They haven't played anybody. They're terrible. Their offense stinks. Everybody's terrible, I guess, except for your team. Everybody's schedule was cupcakes, except for your team. Sports makes you stupid. It makes you delusional. Try to look at it on the outside. Stop being a homer. It's a great product. It's a great sport. That's why we talk about it so much. And it's playoff time, baby. I love it. Conference championships. A lot of them are meaningless. I heard this morning on ESPN. Ohio State, Indiana's pretty much meaningless other than if it's a blowout. If it's a close game, both teams are going to be top 4 and get a bye. So what are we doing here? Why do we even do it then? I don't know. I mean, everybody's selling on their team should be in. Why don't we just do away with the conference championships? Let's expand the playoffs a little bit so people will shut up. I mean, I don't know where you draw the line. Where we're going to have 32 teams, right? Teams not even in the top 25 in a playoff? No. But maybe we could, get rid of the conference title games, have the Sweet 16, something. But I mean, can we find somewhere where we're happy? We've expanded to 12. I was very excited about that. And the complaining's at an all-time high. The complaining is worse than the BCS era. Absolutely worse. And if you're one that loved the BCS, let me remind you, a team last year won the title that wouldn't have been in the Final Four when we went to the Final Four, let alone the BCS era. Okay, so we do need more than 4 teams. But where do we draw the line? I think 16's the line. Let's get rid of the conference title games. Let's get rid of these FCS teams on the schedules. Alabama, Ohio State, they're all guilty of it. You don't need to be playing the Citadel or Grambling, right? No. Let's get rid of that game. Get rid of the conference title games. Expand to 16. Maybe people, I can't wait to hear the fan base of the 17th ranked team in the nation going on and on and on. How the top 16 teams, their schedules were terrible. Okay, I can't wait. Also, LSU must have $1 billion. They must have $1 billion. Probably not putting it into these STEM programs. I pretty much doubt that. I mean, they had to pay Coach Kelly 50-some mil, and now they're probably going to try to back up the Brinks truck for Lane Kiffin, a man who's never won a title as a head coach. They must have $1 billion. Again, are they putting it towards any educational courses? Because if you go online and read the comments, we need a whole lot more education. We need a whole lot, not even sports-wise, just in general. We need a whole lot more education for our general public. Woo! There's some dumb people out there. Okay? Moving on. I'm saying we have a great system. Okay? But is it the best system? No. Why? Are the 12 best teams going to get into the playoffs? They can't, because if you were going to put the 12 best teams in the playoffs, you're pretty much talking 2 conferences, maybe a third. But, we have to be inclusive. We have to be inclusive for everything, okay? It's one thing if you talk about social issues, but we're talking about college football. We got to be inclusive. We got to be inclusive. Why? We're going to let Jacksonville State in just so we can be inclusive? So they can... It reminds me of the playoffs here in Ohio, high school football, right? They expanded the playoffs. You know what some of these first round scores are in Ohio football playoffs? Like 77-0. What was the point of calling it a playoff game? That's what we're doing in college. If you're going to have a 12-team system, a 16-team system, why is it so difficult for the NCAA to get these things right? Why can't we just get the 16 or the 12 best teams in the nation? Well, it's subjective. You know what isn't subjective? It's just inclusive. Is including, the rest of the, whatever they call them, Power 5 and then the G5? Who knows? It's just stupidity abound. Wow, we can't let the Sun Belt Conference never have a chance. No, they can have a chance. They got to be undefeated, though, and they got to play somebody in the Power 5. It's just, I thought 12 teams was going to settle this. It's not. We're never going to get the best 12 because we're going to have to include everybody. So what are you going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a shout out to Yale. Yes, I'm going to give a shout out to my dogs. They went in. So you may not know this. Ivy League schools have dropped to the FCS. They can make the playoffs now. Yale went into Youngstown State, a very storied program. Jim Tressel won titles there. They went in. It was blistering cold here in Northeast Ohio yesterday. The Bulldogs went in. They were down 35-7 at half. They were down 42-14 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And they came back and won 43-42. Hail Yale, here we go. That's my Sunday morning reactions. I'm the Gamble Guy, OHIO. Until next week, we love the action. Make sure you watch Daily Dive on North American Talk Radio. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. You can watch it on replay. I'm on most Fridays. I should be on next Friday. I got to catch a flight next Friday, but I should be on Daily Dive to brag about my 3-1 record and to give you more picks. Other than that, have a beautiful Sunday. Big NFL matches today. I love this time of year. Peace.